Beautiful people, if you have been following my videos for some time now, you will notice that it's really been a while since I used commercial tomato paste for my dishes. Again, it's not because I have anything against it, but I'm just loving this journey of making this stuff myself. I got these tomatoes from our local market, which is about the size of cherry tomatoes. They are just so nice. They taste so nice, and I just washed and cleaned them. Now, if you remember my trip to the market, I spoke to you about the fact that our Ghanaian farmers have started planting these red bell peppers, and it's exciting because it's cheaper. One was for 1 cedi. I got about 10, but I'm using 6 for this recipe. If you've been watching my videos and you guessed that I should be using beetroot, well, you had it correct. I'll be using beetroot for this recipe, and just a little goes a long way. If you are using about 15 cups of tomato, you can use just about 1 cup of beetroot, and that makes all the difference. You don't want the beetroot to overwhelm the tomatoes. So the next thing I'm adding is about 3 large onions. Then I just can't pretend that I don't like peeling my ginger, not even on camera. So I'm adding some ginger. This yellow scotch bonnet smells absolutely beautiful, and then some garlic. I didn't add water to this. I'm not adding any water. The juices from the tomatoes will cook this thing for us. So what I'll do, I just give it a little stir. I'm going to cover this, and the steam will help the tomatoes to release all the juices. I covered it under very low heat. This is because I didn't split my tomatoes. I didn't cut them, so I needed them to be under very low heat so they don't burn. Every now and then I go in with my spoon and stir from time to time. This liquid you see are all juices from our tomatoes, and this is not just a tomato mix, it is a sauce that we can use for our stews, for our soup, or anything at all that require tomato paste. And if you are not going to add any tomato paste at all, make sure you don't skip the addition of beetroot. Very important. And you have to go in and stir from time to time because it can get burnt. It will get stuck at the bottom and then it will start burning. So I cooked this for about 10 minutes only. All I wanted to achieve was for the tomato to be soft and easy to blend. Now my blender cannot stand heat, so what I'm going to do is draining all the liquid from these tomatoes in my colander. Now go ahead and grab anything that you can use to press the tomatoes down. I'm using my potato masher. You can use anything at all that can help you extract all the juices, as much juice as you can from these tomatoes. You can skip this process by letting your tomatoes to cool a bit and blend everything. However, if you are using this process, please do not throw this water out. It's very important. Without this water, your tomatoes will not taste nice. Trust me. So I'm putting the one that was left into the colander into my blender. I'll give it a quick blend, and then I'm straining again. The reason why I'm straining this is because my blender is not that powerful. If you have a good blender that will blend everything together with the skin, you don't have any problem with this. You may have to skip this, but for me, I may have to go through this labor of love to get what I want. So as you can see, the water that I strained initially, I'm adding it back to just help make this tomato lighter for me to strain. Yeah, basically that is it. So squeezing out the tomatoes in my colander initially before blending just reduced the blending time because the tomatoes became very small to blend. So I just blended it about once and that was it. Okay. So I'll press this down with my ladle to make sure that I get everything out of these tomatoes. And what is being collected in my colander now is mostly the skin from my tomatoes and the seeds that didn't blend well. So if you have a powerful blender, again, you may not need to go through this step. Now all the hard work is done. Well, part of the hard work is done. Next thing I'll do is to pour all this back into my wok and then place it on my fire. I am doing this under low heat. You should be doing this when you have some time at your disposal so that you don't rush it. That way you won't burn it. So I'll cover this and then I'll be stirring from time to time under very low heat. I'm just loving the color of this sauce. It's absolutely beautiful, and as I mentioned, the beetroot is just a little. As I continuously use this root, I get to learn a lot from it, and I'm so appreciating it. That when you use too much, it will overwhelm your tomatoes. Okay, so a little will make a difference, and it will make your stews and your soup taste as nice as it would when you use tomato paste. And I'm really stuck on this, beautiful people. I'm stuck on this. It's been a long time. I don't remember the last time I bought tomato paste. And when tomatoes are in season, they are in trouble. Also remember that this platters a lot, so please, when you are doing it, be careful. When you want to open it to stir, make sure again it's under low heat, and then you can just use this trick, cover to protect yourself for some time before leaving it open. Okay, and then the thickness depends on you. I am not making tomato paste today. I'm making tomato sauce. Tomato paste will be coming soon. Yeah, but the thickness should basically be according to how you want it, and this is what I'm going for. This smells good, this tastes good with the ginger, with the pepper, with the bell pepper, and then the addition of beetroot just makes this, I just can't say anymore. So once you get the consistency you want, put the fire out. At this point, it had cooled completely, and I just packed them in this thing so that I could have a nice thumbnail. But what I do to save some space in my freezer is to put them in these plastic bags. By doing so, it saves a lot of space in my freezer. Beautiful people, do try this and let me know how it goes. Call me the beets lady. I'm super enjoying these roots, and I can't wait to hear your own testimony about adding beetroot to your dishes, to your soup, to your stews, and how they are going. My name is Sianoki, and it's always a pleasure to have you here. I so much thank you for the love, for the support. Thank you. Please don't forget to smash that like button, and until I see you again in another video, keep staying safe, stay blessed, and I love you.